Hello, I am Chad Collins, principal of North Mason High School, and I would like to thank you for joining us in our graduation ceremony to celebrate the graduation of North Mason School District's class of 2020. Typically right now I would introduce our board, superintendent, so I will just name them. Welcome to our school board, Directors Craig Patty, Laura Bode, Art Whiteman, Leanna Kreutzer, and John Campbell. Superintendent Dana Rosenbaugh, James Taylor High School Principal Ann Crosby, North Mason High School Assistant Principal Steve Hackett, North Mason School District Athletic and Facility Director Mark Wofford, and North Mason High School Dean of Students Lexi Hatfield. I'd like to introduce our valedictorian, Jacinda Chu, and our salutatorian, Caitlin Marie Taylor. We also have some student speakers who will be Jacinda Chu, Lindsay Marie Sorensen and Emily Jean Snyder, Spencer Michael Pruitt, and Ashley Rose Stark. And I'd like to welcome, whether they're watching or here in person, the heart of our district, our amazing teachers and support staff from North Mason High School, James Taylor High School, HomeLink. Thank you for being here to participate in our final celebration. Welcome parents, grandparents, and friends, wherever you may be. Welcome former teachers and support staff from Belfair Elementary, Sandhill Elementary, Hawkins Middle School, North Mason High School, James Taylor High School, HomeLink, Pioneer, and Great View school districts. And finally, a most special welcome to the graduating class of 2020. Well, here we are. This is sure a different type of graduation. You were supposed to be the first graduation class to graduate outside here in our newly renovated stadium. This place is gorgeous. I wish you were here. I'm sorry. So I thought I would do my welcoming speech from here since we were supposed to be together here. It breaks my heart each of you are ending your high school career during this pandemic. But we have to make the best of it. We have to persevere. Let's make it the best we can. Last week's drive-through diploma pickup ceremony was awesome. It was great to see you there. What a class this is. I have heard it time and again from our staff and community what amazing, caring, and fun-loving students we have in this class. Last week as we were preparing for graduation, Miss Varble said you are the biggest group of warm-hearted leaders she has ever seen. This class will change the world. Mrs. Nix had a lot of incredible things to say about you as a class. She said she knows each of you well. She knew when you were happy. She knew when you laughed. She knew when you were bored. And she knew when you tried to not tell the truth. She also knew when you did not have to go to the bathroom but took the hall pass anyway, and now each of you are graduating in one of the most challenging years in our lifetime. And she knows you have faced it strong. She knows your strength, resilience, determination, intelligence, curiosity will make you be a remarkable class as we leave the North Mason School District. And let's all give Miss Otto, Miss Kegwin, and Mr. Swofford a big thank you and round of applause as they will be retiring at the end of this school year. The class of 2020 began kindergarten in the year 2007. In that year, the top song was Crank It by Soulja Boy. iPhone was released, and Britney Spears shaved her head. The year you entered middle school was 2013. In that year, the top song was Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke. Bill Gates admitted the Control-Alt-Delete command was a mistake and should have been a single button. I agree with that one. And it was the first year without a Loch Ness monster sighting since 1933. As you entered high school in 2016, the top song was Love Yourself by Justin Bieber. The Walking Dead was the top show. And the most used password was 123456. As the class of 2020 moved through high school, you have experienced some great times. I have had the opportunity to get to know so many of you as your principal. Most of our staff has watched as you have grown from unsure freshmen to the leaders you have become. I watched many of you grow up since you were part of North Mason Little League and North Mason Pee Wee Ball. I watched the students in the class of 2020. You've received over $250,000 in scholarships, and more are coming in each day. If you earned one of these, please stand wherever you may be right now. Honor Society students, honor roll students, students that have earned Honor Society cords and or with a 3.5 cumulative GPA, please stand. Students that have served in an official ASB position, please stand. And students that are graduating with an AA degree, please stand. And we missed so much this spring. Many of you missed spring sports. Many of you missed our spring musical, and that still hurts my heart. We have over 170 graduating seniors celebrating this wonderful milestone. Still, with all these numbers, it comes down to each individual. Each student comes from different places and has different goals for their future. Some have parents, grandparents, and extended family here to celebrate. Others may have parents away serving our country or not able to attend for other reasons. Some of you have lived in North Mason all of your lives, and others have come from other states and other countries. Our graduates will be leaving the North Mason School District to pursue higher education and a work experience across the nation. We have students going on to Eastern, Central, and Western Washington universities, Washington State University, University of Washington, Seattle and Tacoma, PLU, SPU, Whitworth, St. Martin's, University of Evergreen State University, Gonzaga, University of Idaho, Western Oregon University, Oregon State, Pacific University, Forest Grove, Oregon, University of Montana, Baylor University, Tacoma Community College, Olympic Community College, Peninsula Community College, Clark County College, South Puget Sound College, Bates Technical, and Clover Park Technical, to name a few. Approximately 15% of our North Mason graduates will enter the military, 10% will enter into a trades apprenticeship, 2% will enter the Job Corps, and about 23% of our graduates are prepared to enter the workforce. If I could, I would bring each staff member and parent to the stage to thank them for contributing to the nurturing of each of these wonderful graduates. Instead, I will ask one of you to come to the stage in spirit to represent what it takes to raise and educate our children. Because we all know that no one gets to where our graduates are without help. Years ago, I created the Bulldog Pride Award. Each year, the Bulldog Pride Award is given to an individual who has given their time to the students of the graduating class. Our recipient of the Bulldog Pride Award for dedication and commitment to the class of 2020 is Mark Wofford. Mark has served as our assistant principal, district athletic director, director of facilities and capital project lead for over his 20 years here in the district. I have learned so much from this man that I call him my friend. As he retires in a few weeks and heads into retirement, he will definitely be missed around our campus and halls. Many of you sitting here today, I wish you were sitting here today, owe him a big thank you for helping you get here today, to this milestone you have reached. I am proud to give this award to Mr. Mark Wofford. And to all the parents and guardians watching this presentation this evening, thank you. To raise a child who is comfortable enough to leave means you have done your job. They are not ours to keep, but to teach to soar on their own. The class of 2020 is ready to soar. Class of 2020, go make us all proud. We will miss you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Spencer Pruitt.
And I'm Ashley Stark.
Welcome, community members, students, families, and friends, we are honored to be here today and to stand before you today, virtually, to deliver a commencement address and to share our growth, not only as best friends, but as the class of 2020, as a school, as a community, and to look back on the 13 years of legacy we've all made here together.
We would like to begin by thanking all of the great teachers, community members, and family members who have shaped our lives and our classmates' lives, and who have supported the graduating class of 2020 over the past 13 years.
I have been involved in many school activities. To name a few: ASB Secretary and Treasurer, President of Honor Society, President of Interact Club, President of Key Club, and former Student School Board member.
And I am a varsity cheerleader, varsity golfer, and your senior class vice president.
In both of our lives, we have used the following quote to motivate us: "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts," by Winston Churchill.
As a little kid, when we began our journey through school, our lives were very different. In kindergarten, I watched Wizards of Waverly Place,
While I watched Phineas and Ferb. In first grade, I was already starting to get interested in politics and current events. I watched the election and inauguration of the 44th President, Barack Obama.
while I played with silly bands and made dinosaurs out of them. In second grade, I tried to build a tree house. This was hard as I didn't climb trees. So I nailed 2 sticks together at the bottom of the tree.
While I pulled my first all-nighter at Relay for Life of North Mason, while continuing to fundraise year-round for the American Cancer Society. In third grade, I watched the news report about the death of Osama bin Laden,
While I was getting hit in the head with baseballs by the neighbor kid. You know who you are. In fourth grade, I started becoming a rebel by sneaking out at 6 p.m. with Michaela Ellis to her backyard shed.
while I continued being politically informed and watching Fox News at my great-grandparents with Natalie Matthews. In fifth grade, Ashley came to Belfair Elementary, and we immediately became best friends. Ever since, we have always had each other's backs, and since becoming student leaders together in sixth grade, we have worked hard to not only have each other's backs, but our classmates' backs, our school's back, and our community's backs.
In fifth grade, the media was spreading the rumors and theories about the world supposedly ending, but our lives together had just begun. In sixth grade, I helped Spencer with his Relay for Life team, and he helped me get through the emotions of losing my great-grandma to cancer.
In seventh grade, we both celebrated the Seahawks Super Bowl 48 win, like the rest of our classmates, except for Sierra Moore. We also both joined Builders Club, and Ashley bossed me around while we picked weeds together.
The 8th grade ended with us being the last class in the old middle school, and Spencer introduced me to the world of politics during our field trip to the state capitol. This also was the year Spencer started scheduling his haircuts during every dance. I guess the whip and the nene were just way too much for him.
High school began for us as we joined leadership together to start working on making North Mason great again. Ashley and I worked together raising money and collecting food for our annual food drive and started the Student of the Month program together.
Our next year of high school seemed to take a bit of a turn in our relationship as best friends. Spencer wouldn't give me a ride to school because his 6 months weren't up, and I'd walk all the way to school in the rain. Even though he was a jerkhead, we still managed to have a lot of fun skipping class, which we continued until our final day at school. But we did manage to launch a few successful fundraisers and events together.
Although our sophomore year was a bit rough, it couldn't stop two people who had been through so much. As juniors, I talked Ashley into running the concession stand for me for the pro football team Kitsap Storm, and I bailed her out of her tailgate project when she couldn't run it. And she forced me to make my very first poster.
Senior year started with us planning on living life to the fullest and making our mark on North Mason High School. We were excited to finally be seniors. We started planning our senior pranks, our senior skip days, our senior spirit week. We bought the tunnel and managed to still fight about where it was going to be stored.
I won.
I painted Spencer's parking spot,
And Ashley hit my truck.
but we were determined to make this the best year of our lives.
There was so much planning to do for our last homecoming, our last assemblies, our last school fundraisers, our last prom. Ashley talked me into not scheduling a haircut, and I was actually going to go with her to prom. But on March 12, 2020, we walked out of North Mason High School with our last trimester between us and graduation, never expecting that it'd be the last time we would walk through these halls together. Even though Corona ended our senior year in the building, it couldn't end our friendship. We figured out how to Zoom, how to get through online classes, where to buy toilet paper. We kept each other focused on our futures, and Ashley still listens to me patiently about my rants and makes me try to be more social.
And Spencer still helps me figure my life out and has tutored me so that I can be ready to start college in the fall. Through the good times and the bad times, we always went on the journey of life together. As a class, we were brought into this world during the horrific 9/11 attacks. And today, as we stand before you, we are living in unprecedented times. But the class of 2020 will rise from this.
But to rise from this, we need to quit being so divisive as a society. We need to be kinder, we need to be nicer, and we need to be more compassionate and come together, not as individuals, but as a class, a community, a school, a nation, and a world. And that can start right here with us today.
To not be discouraged, chase your dreams, use your success to help others, use this experience to shape your future in a positive way. Be your best self, believe in yourself, and never give up. Melania Trump.
We were
born Bulldogs, bred Bulldogs, and will be Bulldogs till we die.
Welcome, family, friends, and classmates. My name is Lindsay Sorensen, and I'm honored to stand here before you as the Class of 2020's Senior Class President. Writing this speech could very much be the hardest thing I've ever done. For one simple reason. What do you tell a class of seniors that got all of their lasts ripped away from them? Then it came to me. I can't tell anyone anything to make them feel better, not our class or our families or our community. What I can do is tell you we will be okay. We might be the strongest class in history because we have experienced already that the world isn't fair. We deserved our senior year just as much as anyone else. But at least we can say we learned something from all of this. We have learned no one comes into our lives and says, I got this, I can solve your problems. We know that we must adapt and roll with the punches. Not only that, but we now know that we need to make every moment, every mistake, just everything count. Because we know how easily that chance can disappear. Up until this point, we have all had a different journey. Maybe you were like me and joined leadership because you wanted to be involved in everything. But the truth is, no matter what we did, we have all discovered things about ourselves we didn't know before. Maybe we discovered we can be happy on our own. Maybe we figured out how to laugh at our mistakes instead of dwelling on them. Or maybe that in times of need, we are the only ones here for us. Because it's true. If you look at it, we are the only ones that are here 100% of the time. Take a look with me. Our arms are always by our side. Our legs are always holding us up. We can always count on our fingers, and our hips don't lie. As we head into the terrifying world of adulthood, we should love ourselves because we spend 100% of our times with ourselves. So, I hope each of you find the kind of happiness that exists on your own terms. I hope you truly take the time to figure out what moves you, what you want to make of your lives, and have the courage to chase it. You have a fire inside of you. I hope you never let convenience or comfort or anything put it out. This experience will certainly change our lives. I was asked at the beginning of this year if I was ready to be done. Obviously, I said yes. I wanted to move on from high school. I wanted to grow up. Time has proven that was a lie, because someone asked me a few days ago if I was glad I was done. It wasn't simple anymore. Yes, I'm happy I won't have the same routine every day, going to the same classes, doing the same busy work. I'm not going to miss having to touch everyone in the hallway just to get to class. And yeah, I'm glad I get more freedom, and now I get to decide what I do with my life. But that doesn't mean I won't miss the good things, like having all my friends in the same place at the same time. I'll miss cheering at the games and killing time with my friends beforehand. I'll miss the amazing teachers that told us how it was whether we liked their answer or not. I'll miss the study sessions where no one actually studied. I'll miss the people that made my high school years bearable. The memories we made will stay with us. So don't only look at everything we got taken away, also look at what blessings came into our lives these past 4 years. Remember, just because this wasn't what we planned doesn't mean it's the worst thing in the world. Make the best of what you have. Laugh often, smile more, be your own happiness. Thank you.
To the class of 2020, families, friends, teachers, staff, and guests that are here today, welcome. Before I get to the heart of my speech, I know at the moment many of us are staying home due to COVID-19, while a great handful of people are working. These people I'm mentioning could be you, a student, your parents, your friends, your relatives, your neighbors, and or someone you know. Whoever they might be, I know their jobs come with great responsibilities and risks, not only for keeping themselves safe, but also the people at home. So with all this in my mind right now, I would like to take this moment and say to all the essential workers out there, thank you for keeping our community running. At this time, our public safety is at high risk and people's emotions are mixed. But with your selflessness and commitment to your job has given some of us reassurance and pride as a community. Now, getting along with my speech, hello, class of 2020. I'm sure we did not expect our last year to end up like this. but I'm still honored to represent our class and to be this year's valedictorian. This is a very special and meaningful opportunity for me, as I have seen my brother in 2016 and my sister in 2018 give a speech of their own. And being the last sibling in my family to graduate North Mason High School, this means a lot to me. It is unfortunate that we cannot celebrate in person our achievements and be able to walk on our graduation ceremony. I know our outstanding work for the past 4 years and our presence as the class of 2020 has been recognized by our teachers, the North Mason High School staff, friends, families, and community. With everyone's support and our 4 years of commitment, we have completed another important chapter of our lives and will soon begin another. However, this new chapter and the chapters afterwards will be different for all of us, because once we finish our ceremony today, we will be heading into the next chapters as adults. In the upcoming days, months, or year, some of us will continue our education, join the military, begin working, and/or pursue other endeavors. Whichever one you may choose will come with many challenges we may have never experienced before, such as student loans, taxes, boot camp, working, living alone, starting a family, etc. But these things should not frighten us or discourage us, as we, the class of 2020, have been through many milestones and barricades. We are born into this world of fear during or after the 9/11 attacks. We experience and continue to experience the technological advancements that have given us touchscreen devices and social media apps like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter. We are living in a time where mass shootings are common, and we have experienced the 2009 swine flu pandemic and the 2014 Ebola outbreak. Through all these events, we, the class of 2020, and the people here today, have overcome them, and with the current situation with COVID-19, we can look back at these events and know we can get through this too. Now, for time's sake, I will cut this down and say I would like to reflect a little on the past 4 years we have been together at North Mason High School. 4 years ago, most of us came here ready to get a new start and have a great high school life, while others probably dreaded the fact that they will spend 4 more years just to get their diploma. Whatever your preconceptions were, they might have changed once we started our first year. Some of us who thought being a high schooler was going to be fun soon learned it was not, as we were expected to be better and not act like middle schoolers. However, some of us found comfort at high school, making friends, losing friends, joining clubs and sports. Then, in our sophomore and junior year, we got bored and hoped something new would come along. But that didn't happen, because senioritis hit us during junior year. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating too much, but we are here now, ladies and gentlemen, our last day as high school seniors. We can look back at the past 4 years and maybe think it was not so bad after all. Yes, there might have been more bad memories than good ones, but at least we can move on and realize that after this, our high school grades, GPA, SAT, ACT, AP test scores will not matter anymore. Yes, these will not matter anymore. They will not constitute who we are. Instead, what will is our university GPA, only by a little bit. Our work ethic, our personality, our resilience, our commitment, our determination, and I could go on, but you get the point. With everything said and done, the main point I want you, the class of 2020, to get out of this is that life after this will not be straightforward, but we could get through it. The 18 years of our lives, this 1/4 was mostly laid out from us from the beginning. But after this, everything is uncertain. We might have to go through loops, reevaluate our choices, cut things short, change directions, or we might be resilient, achieve our goals, and enjoy what we do. But being realistic, external forces will play a major role into our goals and if we can achieve them. I don't want this to sound discouraging, so I want to reassure everyone that even if we're not going to be classmates anymore, I hope in the following years, whatever accomplishment each of us achieves will be looked upon and set an example for future generations. Moreover, during COVID-19 pandemic, I hope the class of 2020 doesn't take this chance to relax and sit back, but as an opportunity to help, to establish, and to learn how we could change and prepare for our new and uncertain world. Thank you everyone who's either reading or hearing this today. Thank you to the class of 2020. I wish everyone the best, and as Nelson Mandela once said, do not judge me by my success, judge me how many times I fell down and got back up again.
One. Good evening. I'm Dana Rosenbaugh, Superintendent of North Mason Schools, and I am honored to celebrate with you the past and future success of the outstanding group of students that is the class of 2020. The class of 2020 has faced unprecedented challenges along the way to this evening, but they have persevered with grace and determination, and tonight we celebrate their successes and look forward to their future as they create their place in the world. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I look forward to observing the impact these students will have on our community in the years to come. For tonight, we are proud to celebrate your successes and join you in anticipation of new challenges and opportunities to come. By the authority vested in me as Superintendent of North Mason School District, I hereby declare that these seniors have satisfied all state and local district requirements and are now qualified graduates of the North Mason School District. I present to you the North Mason graduating class of 2020. Congratulations.
Felicia Grace Abad. Dylan Adrian Adams. Alfredo Aguilar Bernabe. Jana Erlina Alonso Miguel. Jacob Raymond Anderson. Devin Scott Anderson. Haley Rose Anderson. Jacob Lawrence Anderson. Alexandra Kathleen Barden. John Frederick Beatty. Julian Marley Betancourt. Joseph Allen Boca. Grace Adele Bora.
Hi everyone, congrats to all of the graduates. I want to wish you all luck on your future endeavors and go Zags!
Tessa Lee Bracken. Haley Joy Bradley. Mark Jacob Bradshaw. Eric Alec Busio.
I'm Eric Busio, class of 2020. Para mi querida familia. Thank you for guiding me along the way and making me the young man I am today. It's been a great experience. I'm looking forward to the opportunities that lies ahead.
James David Birch. Caitlin Rosemarie Bush. Melissa May Byerly. Zoe Amanda Cahoon. Trevor Jarrett Calkins. Trevor Dylan Cam. Miller Stephen Campbell. Alexis Keen Capasso. Abigail Page Carlson. Zachary Earl Case. Cesare Lee Chico. Jacinda Shuer Chu. Benjamin Hinpan Chung. Roxanne Irene Clegg. Haley Nicole Connell. Jason Keaton Connor. Ethan William Coolidge. Leanna Rose Covert.
Class of 2020, we finally made it. I just wanted to say thank you to all my friends, family, and teachers that helped me along the way. I'm so excited to see what's to come.
Carly Jean Craig. Bo Lincoln Creas. Caleb Joseph Antho Crosswhite.
Welcome to graduation. Good morning. Good morning.
Lauren Nicole Kernine. Abigail Luella D. Thomas Lee Delahaye. Jonathan Andrew Denend. Joseph Allen Denend. Devin Marcus Benjamin Denning. Jacob Alexander Detmar. Preston Wayne Dimes. Carly Shannon Durbin. Cody Joseph Eady. Ulissa Faith Ebarb. Michaela Marie Ellis. Zane Rune Emerson. Colvin Everett Engel.
Thanks to all the homies for giving me a great 4 years of high school. Now to everyone, have a great summer.
Gabriel Aaron Espinosa. Laura Elizabeth Fair. Wyatt Thomas Ford. Miranda Marie Faust. Felicity Ann Fowler. Hannah Kathleen Fredrickson. Rebecca Diane Fredrickson. Passion Danielle Freeland. Nicholas Edward Freeman. Carlos Enrique Garcia Franco. Anna Marie Garlick. Brianna Lynn Gayshel. Maria E. Gaspar Aguirre. Antonio Ernest Gaspar Esteban. Emily Jean Gaw. Cameron Allen Giese. Joshua K. Gleave. Naomi Mariah Getting. Seth Apollo Goldie. Sophia Elizabeth Green. Kirsten Jane Griffey. Gabriel Joseph Gunter. Blake Andrew Hagley. Sarah Elizabeth Hamilton. Isaac J. Harris. Noah James Hendricks Walpole, Rosa Maria Hernandez Gaspar, Dina Hernandez Joaquin, Jessica Hernandez Juarez, Zeke Philly Herman Lassiter, Hallie Marie Hicks, Nathan Hipple, Daniel Hoff, Charles Richard Huff, Austin James Hunt, Keisha Nicole Hunt, Ashley Ann Jackson, Diamond Rebecca Jenkins, Zachary Lee Johnson, Kai Skylar Jones Friend, Elena Juan Salvador, Daniel Joseph Kane, Justin Leroy Cantner, Noah Mark Castley, Trevor Stanley Kemmer, Alexander Mikhail Kendall, Julie Leanne Kessler, Violet Sloan Sholby Kirkland, Josephine Elizabeth Colido, Kaylee Kryn Lakings, Mariah Nicole Lampley, Malachi D. Lang Broccoli, Jordan James Lee, Seth Aaron Lewis, Cheyenne Renelle Lindeen, Sebastian Xavier Lopez, Ethan George MacDonald, Ethan David Mackey, Ethan Mackenzie McComber, Johanna May Murray, Sydney Nicolette Millette, Natalie Ann Matthews, Hannah Marie Matson, Elvina Talgatovna Mavziotova, Jacinto Ero Mazariegos Lopez, Benjamin Allen McFarlane, Mackenzie K. McNeil, Rosaria Mateo Francisco Miguel, Morgan Marie Mihelic, Michaela Marie Miller, Nathan Thomas Mills, Skylar Benjamin Milner, Jesse Thomas Moe,
My name is Jesse Mullen. I'd like to thank everyone who supported me for the past 18 years. Thank you, my family, my girlfriend, my band, my church. Thank you so much. And I'm headed to boot camp in August to go Navy.
John Clayton Morgan Jr. Sierra Rose Morin. Leah Lucille Morrison. Gabriel James Morton. Cody Town Nathanson. Ismael Jose Nicolas. Ryan Michael Nogues. Taylor Nicole Overturf. Francisco Pais Andres. Allison Ruth Peters. Isabella Irene May Philhauer. Glenn Alexander Phillips. Danielle Diane Polanski. Isabella Jolie Porter. Alexis Leanne Powell. Spencer Michael Pruitt. Devin Austin Ray. Taylor Christine Reese. Chloe Meredith Ritter Reese. Ralph Leslie Robinson.
To thank my family and friends for letting me get this far. And I'll be doing at least a bachelor's in computer science so it can help the world out with technology.
Sean William Robinson. Cyan E. Ruff Roberts. Citlali Ruiz. Elia Lynn Rush. Cameron Raven Sanchez. Gaspar Sanchez. Avery Joy Sandquist. Alicia Carly Savage. Grace Lee Sauvel. Matthew Sharber. Connor Joseph Schmidt. Kira Lee Schwerzler. Casey Lee Sharp Harmon. Kylie Page Shatton. Justin Joseph Schuler. J.J. Simons. Robert Jose Skaggs. Kevin Christopher Sta Skinner. Reese Stanley Smelser. Emily Jean Snyder. Lindsay Marie Sorensen. Maria Jose Soto Chacaj. Ashley Rose Stark. Jacob Ryan Stark. Anthony James Starkey, Shelby Hazel Stevens, Brett Matthew Strombach, Caitlin Marie Taylor, Vidal Angel Tercero, Gary Quentin Thomas, Keegan McMillan Tygeson, Caleb Francisco Tomas, Vicente Alberto Tomas Vicente, Ana Tomas Tomas, Dominic Robert Tomlinson, Samuel Van Meter,
The year is 2020, and you know what that means, right? Graduation! Yeah! Woo! Graduation! Yeah!
Roberto Jose Arm Vargas Lopez, Miguel Angel Vicente Pascual, Brianna Elizabeth Villatoro, Sean Michael Ward, Clayton Allen Ware, Alexander Timothy Whitehead, Dalen Joseph Williams, Matthew Austin Williams, Emily Ann Wood, Cody Marie Wynn, Caleb Ryan Ewell,